Hey, baby, let me see it.
Good evening. Welcome to Forge 2.0.
Baby, let me see it.
It's a brand new day. Brand new things, things are happening. Excuse me for a second. I just get a kick out of that song. It's pretty good. Apparently, they're a real dance, and it's the actual dance from what I did the research or hit a link and hit something, learn a little bit of things. So, Season 3, Episode 10, titled Inspiration. And not only inspiration, but where you find inspiration, what you draw inspiration from. Yesterday, I believe, I threw a bunch of things out there, a bunch of posts on the group chat. Different aspects. You have to excuse the background. Like I said, I'm still going through a little change period here. I'm trying to create exactly how I can do the best studio over here. So I'm gonna have to move a few things, change it up a little bit, change the garage, because other areas of the house are already set for other aspects and other things right now. But now that I sit here and I sit and think, and I have a second to breathe, if I move that over there, I can move this, I can shift it, I can do that, boom, boom, boom. I'll put my picture up, I can get that, and that will be, actually I think I might do that later. Probably should have did it earlier when I got home. But, you got to do with what you can work with, what you have sometimes. So, that being said, I'm loving the response I'm getting to all the yeses and the accepts for the invites. We got to push some more. I went up. Most of them, actually the majority, were all from my personal page. Leaps and bounds over the last several weeks, from 147 followers to, I think I have over 2,400. Awesome. Now I'm trying to get all of them over here. I'm trying. Had a great show last week. Great show. We had a lovely guest addition to the show, Jana Swan. I do hope some of you went on and checked out her Instagram, see what she's all about. She's doing good things over there. But tonight is about inspiration. Okay? As I said, what gives us inspiration, what we pull inspiration from. It could be the smallest things. Okay? Like right now, yes, I'm in my garage. Like my lovely little background. I had to throw something here. There is a conglomerate of shelves back here. But, when you break your hand early July, you really can't move anything around, because just one arm is really hard. You can't balance anything. So we'll say 13 weeks, a lot of this would have already been changed around. But I can't do anything when you got a broken hand. I've just recently restarted and gaining my strength back in my finger. But anyways, the smallest things you can pull inspiration from. I see a Christmas wreath over in the corner of the garage right here, and already I got some ideas. I know I shouldn't. We haven't even gone through trick-or-treating yet. But, hell, there's Christmas already in the stores. You see Christmas bags, all kinds of decorations all over the place. Trees, people are putting trees up already. If you go down the street, if you're local, I can go right down the street. They've already got Christmas lights up I've seen 2 trees so far. No lights on the trees, but I've seen the trees. All right. Uh, it's funny. A lot of people use the Christmas lights as their Halloween lights. They leave them on all year round, then they turn them on Halloween. It's hilarious. But like I said, people, you gain inspiration. The whole street up there is like a scene from a movie. Everybody's got the decorations. It makes you think, man, maybe I should do something. You know what I mean? I'm inspired. All right, let's decorate the house. What can I do? My mother will laugh. Hey, Ma, she's watching. She thinks it's hilarious because we have decorations in the house for that span every season during the year. Every season, the house has it. It's hilarious. But no, I find everyday situations, everything I go through, every daily moments that I do go through, I find inspiration in everything via talking to somebody, having a joke with somebody, listen to listening to somebody complain about, oh, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. I gain inspiration, I guess you could say, for that for me as, all right, I got to make sure that I'm both aware physically and mentally that I don't do this, that I don't act like this. This is just building up negativity and spewing negativity and forcing it to not just myself but to those around me. And who's going to want to be positive? Uh, who's going to want to sit there and be around me if all I'm doing is just blah blah? No one's going to be inspired to do anything. No one's going to want to do anything. No one's going to have the motivation to do anything. It's just gonna build negativity upon negativity upon negativity. Okay, you know, I drive past a lot of. I used to, one thing I don't do anymore. My parents used to be really big with the home and gardens. When I'd go over there and I'd watch the home and garden channel, well, I had to stop, and then thank God I got rid of cable because I had to stop watching all these channels because at the time I was in an apartment, so I really couldn't do anything. And I just had 1,001 ideas that I would just write down. Oh, I could do this. What about this? What about this? I'm man enough to say I have a Pinterest, and I save. I'm saving ideas. It just got me started. It's bad. I look at something. I'm driving down the street. I don't know if a lot of you know what Adirondack chairs are. Those wooden chairs that are made for us heavy people. They can actually hold us. Hey, I've gone through those foldy chairs. I've gone right through. I've broken 5 of them. Those plastic Adirondack chairs that you can buy at Walmart, I've gone through, I think, like 3 or 4 of those. Sitting down regularly, not, acting goofy. But, it's funny. I drive past these things, and it's just the littlest things, be it something I see, something somebody does, something somebody says, and it inspires me. It clicks, it switches, and I jump. Look at that. Well, if I could take that, and I could do this and this with it, and I can build upon this, and then I can tell everybody, oh, look, I saw this doing. Case in point, I saw a coffee table. What is it? The Living Edge coffee table. I was looking through something, I don't know, something on Instagram because I follow a lot of Forge people with the blacksmiths, and I saw some woodworkers. Oh, this looks cool. This was before COVID. And I was like, all right, cool. I like that table. I like that table. What's this Living Edge thing? And maybe I could do that. I buy a saw, get some wood, do this and this and this. It inspired me. So I've built a sofa table. I've built a kitchen table. I've built a bench that opens up and I can hide things in there. I've built one, two desks, and I'm working on. You can't see it. I don't really want to show you because a nice Living Edge dark walnut coffee table that I'm waiting for legs to come in the mail. And I'm looking around, going, all right. So it didn't cost. A piece of wood cost me $75, but when the legs come in, I can sell it for about 750, 800. That's quite an increase in profit. I'm inspired to do more. You know, cool. I like to work with my hands. Very handy guy, except for starting fires. I use gasoline all the time. It's a running joke in my family when I was growing up to now. My stepfather, my mother bust my balls about the one day I was asked to make a fire. Sure, how you're supposed to do the killing. Well, my idea was put the wood on it, little gasoline, lighter fluid, and to this day I still get laughs out of it. Doesn't bother me. I find it hilarious. Yeah, I could sit there and get the kindling, get the little things, or we could go as even further as with the bushcrafters, where they get the moss and you do a little scrape, and you get the flint and then you sit there and you blow on it, and then it starts and it smokes, and you do this and this, and then you put it on it. No, give me some gasoline. Let me do one of these. We got a fire. Let's either cook, let's roast some marshmallows, or if you like lips and assholes in a hot dog, there you go. You can stick it on that, heal that up. You know, but I find it fascinating talking to certain people what they draw inspiration from. You could even say I've run across a few people that draw inspiration when they see something negative, but they flip it. They turn it around in a positive light, and not everything, granted, but some things. All right, well, how can we do this? Like case in point, there was a buddy of mine was looking at, and he shares my I guess the same thought process as I do. When you see, like, I have to scroll past when you see something about kids, like some child disease or whatnot, and albeit, I am the first reaction is to my mind is what were the parents taking that now this kid has to suffer, and the kid has this because of all the chemicals and shit that they do put in food now. That's why we're all bigger. That's why the kids are huge. There's so much. Case in point, animals. I've read three scientific reports about the food that most of us feed our animals, cats, dogs, all that bag food. Oh, this is healthy. This is healthy. That's what's causing a lot of the issues that these animals didn't have back in the days. Dogs with stutters, and dogs that have anxiety, and their hip issues. There's science behind that. A lot of it, not all of it, a lot of it is coming from the food that we give them. So he would be inspired. All right, well, how can we turn this around? Well, why don't we push for people to know what's going on? How about, I know it's not COVID, and it's not racism, and it's not politics right now. Okay, how about let's bring it back? Remember, children, what is it? Child diseases are still a thing. They're still very much factual. It's still a real thing, and it's hitting where you don't see it. Nobody, we don't hear about this. So he would turn it around and like, I should do this. I should put this out, and that's great, dude. Go do it. Put your thing, get your thing out. When you get something together, let me know. I got a big mouth. I'll tell the world. I'll help you out. Do what I can to bring awareness. Maybe we could have a charity. We'll start. What is it? A GoFundMe. Let's raise money for it. I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, maybe like 87, 92, between 87 and 92%. Um, see, a lot of I live in Rochester, New York. I think one of these medical buildings that we have downtown or whatnot, I do believe we have some. I know we got Golisano with the cancer of the kid cancer and all that, which is still huge. I mean, I'm sorry. But anyways, we want to inspire. I want to build. I want to, push you towards a positive. Let's not get kind of, in a bad, in a, let's not go the route of, anyways, you know what I'm saying. They find inspiration in sometimes the weirdest places. Sometimes places most people would do would just find negativity and anger. Right? You flip it around. A lot of it has to do with the mindset. Oh, what does this inspire me to do this? Okay, so let's say, case in point, you want a better job. You're stuck with you hate this 9 to 5, this check to check thing. So first, obviously, what else can I do to make money? What else can I do while I'm working the 9 to 5 at first, if you like this, okay? Or unless you have money to do and just stop that and jump with it. Is this flexible? Can this fit in between, my family? Do I have to disrupt my family? Can I move things around? Is it flexible for me? Okay, boom, it is. I'm inspired. Let's do it. Okay, what's my next step? Who do I got to call? Do I have to set any money aside so that I have to buy certain things depending on what venture you want to take? It's I do. I just find it so fascinating where people find inspiration. Okay, it's hilarious sometimes. Case in point, a buddy of mine has a hot sauce. Excuse me. All right, he has a hot sauce, and I'm listening to it, and I'm going, oh, I'm not listening to it. I'm tasting it. I'm putting it on things, and I'm going, ooh, this is nice. I like this. My mind automatically goes to, man, this would be great for a food truck, a restaurant, bar and grill, maybe a little jazz thing, pizza joint. Oh, you can put this stuff on pizza. That's mine. I'm inspired. Boom, I'm inspired. I'm motivated. I'm like, ooh, that inspires me. I don't know how I jumped to these things. It would be fascinating to find out. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it is quite fascinating. Like one of my posts I put out the other day, life is about using a whole box of crayons. Or as I put, or eating them, as some of us did when we were little. But it's interesting to find where people draw strength from, or who. I know growing up, a big thing was, like who are your heroes, or who motivated you or inspired you to want to do this or want to do that. I listen to, a lot of these people online. Usually, honestly, I listen to a lot of the actors, the ones that are actually doing good things, and I draw inspiration from that. It's funny to see a lot of the things that I've been saying about forging a better version of yourself. Not better than anybody else, just your best you, right? 2 weeks ago, and I watch everything. I've been on the algorithm for months now. So if this would have happened before, I heard Kevin Hart say the same thing. I was dying, going, I've been saying this for the last, 10 months, because it'll be a year on December 20th of 2021 that I've been doing this, the Forge 2.0 podcast. Okay? I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I've heard him, there was another thing he said that I've said before, was like, no. Come on, I haven't heard anybody say this. Anybody. And I looked and I've listened, at least that's the videos that are out there. Nothing. It was awesome. It was awesome. And it was funny because that happened. And it was right after that, one of my buddies from across the pond put out a thread. Anthony and Wari. Sorry, Anthony, I'm not sure. I didn't want to butcher your name. But him and Tig O'Shea? Tig? Taig O'Shea. I could be wrong. I haven't seen a few things. They must be busy with their book. I know they just put out another book or whatnot, or they're doing this big thing. And I believe they put me onto something. I got to send that out. He wanted to put my podcast in. It was good stuff. Anyways, they said, when you find someone else, I might have said this the other day. Do you find him? Is it competition? No, not even a little bit. Okay, great. I'm waiting for you. Not even a small chance. Like I said, 7.5 billion people out there. I'm not going to take everybody's clients. They're not going to take mine. Like I said, I'm people listen to me over in Africa, over in India. I think I have a couple. I know there's some people in Singapore. It's phenomenal. It's awesome. Awesome. It is funny that I'm over there. It seems that half the base is over in Europe, Africa, Europe, China, over there. The other half is here. That's hilarious. It's inspiring. There you go. That inspires me. I don't know, from different countries. Okay, so I'm listening to in different countries. They probably more than likely at least understand English. I don't know, because I know they pick up that second language or more than one language, just like that. At least in my experience, most of them over there have at least what they start off knowing 3 to 5 languages. So that inspires me. Okay, wouldn't it be great if we had I know we have translation apps, okay, but if there was a better way to be able to translate where I could automatically speak with them, because I don't speak awfully with a lot of non-English speaking people. I don't know what they're saying. I pick up words here and there. Well, it would be nice to be able to some kind of app. I know nobody wants to have a chip or anything put in because then they think they're going to be controlled. I'm sure some of you out there, my sci-fi fans, saw the movie Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where the one dude puts the little goldfish or whatnot, the little fish in the guy's brain, and that allows everything to be translated so he knows at least what they're saying. He may not be able to speak the language, but he knows what they're saying. It would be awesome, at least to know what they're saying, and it actually translates into their language. Because I found out several months ago, only because I was watching one movie that I had to read the subtitles, and they were saying something else, and somebody stopped and that's not what he just said. What? You gotta pause it. What do you mean? He didn't say that. He said this and this and this. Well, then why would they put that in the movie? Because apparently somewhere, I know in their language they don't have a lot of our words, but when you're talking I've watched a few Spanish movies, or a few Norwegian movies, a few Norse movies, and it's funny how different the movie is or the show is just by changing a few words, and you're like, oh, that's what it is. Well, that's why when he said this, but he was acting like he was crazy. Now I can see why. That it just inspires me to want to learn other languages. See, there you go. It's interesting, and I find it interesting what inspires people, what people draw inspiration from, and I'll probably find out tomorrow when people watch this or when they watch it later, and then they go, oh, well, Lucky, this is blah blah blah. Love the show, great job, heard about it. I find inspiration in this. I pull inspiration from this. I've been growing a slow fan base, not a slow fan base, slowly growing a fan base in the morning because I do all the different lives in the mornings. I wake up with Lucky, but it's fascinating, and if people are actually willing to engage with me, what do you get in inspiration? What inspires you? What pushes you, to do better? I would love to hear. That's my whole push for trying to get this out there, getting this message out there, forging a better you. How how can I inspire you to be a better version of yourself, or how can I inspire you to want to be a better version, to want to be better? You know, I mean, do you always want to be just a bitter asshole that hates your job, hates your life, and just pushes a cloud of negativity out from yourself? No, nobody wants that. At least I hope you don't. You know, you just come across somebody. Hi, what's your name? All right, give me that. Fluff you. You fluff and fluff and fluff and fluff. And that's how they talk. Nobody wants. mm, you know, it's like, come on, dude. Smile. You're alive. You got clothes on your back. Don't be big. So, and I'm probably in a very, what can I say? A very, how should I say this? A very, a shallow pool of people that want to be better. Okay? That aren't grab your balls and just take that leap of faith. Let's do this, And I'm inspired to be better, and I want to inspire other people to go, all right, this guy's just doing this and this. And he's reaching the planet. So let's just say, here's the USA, okay? I've got the UK, I've got Africa, I've got India, I've got China, I've got Denmark, I've got Singapore, I need a couple in Australia, I need some from Japan, I need some from South America.
Hey, it's Ted McGrath. When I first started,
and that pretty much puts me
video presentations, shooting them with my iPhone,
all around the world. All around the world, same song. You know?
100 new clients.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So, I mean, now the other thing is, I have to just figure out exactly how to market myself and then sell my energy. Once I can figure that out, the sky's the limit. I'm inspired every day to do more. In the mornings, I'm always talking about, it's not, most of you are Monday through Friday, and you live for the weekends, which is a terrible, terrible outlook on life. Terrible. Every day should just be the day. If you don't have an appointment for that day, then it's just a day full of potential, a day full of possibilities. Okay? It's not Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I know we get a little kick, Kitty Tuesday, hump day, Thor's Day, whatnot. But no, it's just another day. You should be inspired. All right, I'm gonna do better today than I did yesterday. I was a little grumpy. I'm gonna be better. I was a little lazy at work. I'm gonna accomplish everything I have to do this week today, and then I'm gonna look and see if I can get a catch on next week. Or when I do that, I'll still be doing some work. But you know what? I'm also going to be working on that side hustle that I wanted to do. Maybe some ideas if you work with wood. Maybe do a couple of, oh my God. What is it? Do a couple of jobs. Come up with some estimates. There you go. Estimate. Sorry about that. A couple estimates while you're working because you already got all your work done. I think I dig the music, low in the background. I talk loud enough so it's not gonna. You're still gonna be able to hear me. So it's all right. Don't worry about it. But It is. It's important that you should be inspired. Everybody should have some form of inspiration for them that inspires you to want more, to want to do more. You know, you get inspired, then you get motivated, and boom, there it is. You get that spark that's fires. Okay, you know, it's. I think it's important that we show everyone that it's okay. Excuse me. That it's all right. You know, you're not alone, and we can help. Let's go. What do you need? You need to be inspired. What inspires you? You know, no, somebody else can't answer that for you, but they can. You can do some back and forth with somebody. And you know, I think sometimes talking with strangers is better than talking with, you know, with your friends. So you gotta take the time. Okay, look to see what's inspiring. See where you stop and just think. Maybe go to a museum, a playground. Well, that would be kind of weird. I'm gonna retract that. Like, take a hike in the woods. Maybe see a waterfall, an aqueduct, an old ruin, a castle. You know, depending on where you live. You know, I mean, I could definitely see over either England or over in Europe, seeing some castles and couldn't help but be inspired. Okay, it was just phenomenal. I mean, I have a castle book, one of those the coffee table book castles. Wow, man, you want to talk about landscapers? That guy didn't get, he wasn't off during the winter times. Ha, I've seen some of that. It's just like, whoa, this is wow. This guy worked every day, all day. You know, it's just like wow, wow. So that being said, this is going to be a shorter cast because I also want to jump on my personal and throw some stuff over there too. You know, slowly working there, slowly. You know, like I say, slow progress is still progress. I've got to do some research still for the Podbean and for this Twitch because I would like to get that. I know I said it and, you know, smacking myself, you know, but I am going to get a Twitch out this week because, like I said, I was under the assumption that Twitch was a video gaming thing, not that I could just go and just talk and go live on it, you know, which is awesome, awesome. So I'll probably do that. You know, I'll probably play a video game on Twitch and I'll just talk to people. I'm doing this, like I said, I'm doing this so that I can get blessed in my pocket so that I can bless other people. You know, just because that's what I want. I want to have the flexibility. I'm in control of my own life. You know, I don't answer to anybody. That's what we all want. You know, ultimately, well, most of us, as long as we can live, we're well off. Bills are paid. We still have money. We're good. But there are a lot of us out there that want to be our own bosses. We want to live. Everybody should be able to live that. Get a taste of the good life. Okay. Or life as it is, where we're not just, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to beat that dead horse. You know, but I would. You know what? I think I'm going to call everybody out. You're watching, or you're going to check it out. Let me know what inspires you. Let me know what you draw inspiration from. All right? While you're doing that, I'm also going to work on moving the garage around so I can make it more studio-like. So it looks a little warming. Get it set back so with my chair, I'm not sitting here right up on top of the camera like this. I don't like that. I'd rather be pulled back a little bit. Maybe then I don't look like I'm the size of the camera. But, you know, that being said, listen, I know it wasn't short. I'm liking it. It's okay. It's only 30 minutes, right? What do we got? Oh, 34 minutes. Beautiful. Beautiful. So listen, find your inspiration. If you need, send me some messages. I'll gladly answer. Send them here, or if you're more comfortable, I believe you can DM me. That's whatever it's called. That's fine. Do over there. Send it to the group chat. We can talk there. Whatever. Just, I want you to be inspired. I want you to be a better version of yourself. Okay? All right. I am your host, Lucky. Forge 2.0, aka the Wild Man. But that's not warm and inviting. So Lucky, yes. Okay? So inspire. Inspire yourself. Be inspired. Inspire others. Okay? Choose that mindset. Later.